number one contender for the women's world heavyweight championship, which will be debuted and defended at the first episode of AEW on TNT. Which we got to see the belt, and the belt looks absolutely phenomenal.
The belt it's a really nice women's
Oh yeah,
belt.
gorgeous.
And I'm glad it doesn't look exactly like the world title.
Yeah, I was worried about that too.
Like
I'm happy that it
like
has
other
its own
companies.
look and it's distinguished.
like some companies out there where all their titles look the same.
Some companies that name rhymes with shmubby shmee.
If we dye it a different color, they won't know the difference.
If this one's green with a 24 on it, it's completely different than everything else.
Right.
Next, what was the next matchup on the card?
It was the opening match, which was the 6-man tag. It was SCU versus Luchasaurus, Jungle Bitch, and Marco Stunt.
You go ahead, because I talked about the other two, because I'd watched them.
Bro.
Oh, wait, real quick.
I had never seen Marco Stunt.
She signs with AEW. Remember ODB?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, she was in the Battle Royale. I was like, no way. So I'm hoping to see. And we forgot.
Oh, damn, I'm going to have to go back and watch it, because... Oh, she's going to be like AEW's Curtis Axel.
Yeah, I
never got eliminated.
She never got eliminated. She got into the ring and was thrown to the center of the ropes and never showed back up.
You said something about the commentators even mentioned that, right?
Yeah, they even did. They legit said, hey, just so everybody knows, Teal Piper was thrown through the center of the ropes, not over the top rope. Well, that's fine, but she never showed back up to finish the match. So she's still in this match. This match is still ongoing.
Unless they throw a swerve in there and turn that into a triple threat match come October cool for the women's title.
Nyla beat Teal Piper and
moving on. Moving on. Like I said, this was the first time ever seeing Marco Stunt, and this was a stick figure with hair, bro.
Bro, he really is, though. Yeah, I mean,
he is
I'm a big
freaking
fan of those guys, but
tiny.
He's really a stick figure with hair.
This fool came out there hitting the floss and shit. But it was a really good opening match, man. Like I said, SCU would pull out the win, and they did. I was super happy about that. Luchasaurus has a great career ahead of him. He pulled out some pretty high risk moves for a big guy.
You sit there and tell me that Jungle Jack did not pull out any good moves in this fucking match, I'm going to bitch slap you.
I'm just ignoring the fact that he was in the match.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He don't impress me, bro. I know you're all on his jungle. I know you're swinging on his jungle junk, and you're all about him, but he hasn't impressed me. Luchasaurus is a straight beast. He is a bad mother. But freaking Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt, like, they had some good spots in the match, but they weren't that impressive to me, bro.
If the wrestling world could be divided between Republicans and Democrats, you would be done. And that's not a compliment by any means. Like, you'd be the George Bush of this conversation. I'd be like Al Gore or Bernie Sanders.
So I'm the great. I'm the great, and you're
orange. You can't be good and orange. It doesn't work like that.
We know why you say you can't be good and orange, because you just bite right into me. Under the orange, you got to peel the orange before you find the good center.
All right, no, I understand. Don't worry. But no, okay, I'm sorry. Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, he is a great wrestler. He's got a lot of years ahead of him. Very good match.
Give him a couple more years. If he bulks up, actually starts doing some good stuff in the match, maybe I'll get behind it. But right now, he's just
Vinnie Mac guy. So if he's not 6'5", 900 pounds, then he's nobody.
In the words of your super fan, he's the Marty Jannetty or Janela, whatever.
Jannetty? He's the Marty Jannetty.
Yes, Marty Jannetty. Freaking. And Luchasaurus is the HBK, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong with Luchasaurus. I mean, he's no HBK, but I
was just using it as a now. Luchasaurus is badass, man.
He's good. I ain't gonna take
I'm waiting for him to go.
I think without Jungle Boy, who's Luchasaurus?
He'll be just fine. He'll be just fine.
But unfortunately, a boy and his dinosaur were unable to pick up the win here, as I believe Scorpio Sky pulled out the victory on Marco Stunt.
Yes.
Yeah, good match. A lot of great spots. I mean, fucking Luchasaurus.
It was a really good opening match.
Yeah, I mean, great match. Definitely, if I had to give it a star rating, it'd at least be like a 3 and like 3/4. 3 and 3/4 of a star. Like there was.
I can agree with that.
Nothing big enough. Like, well, I'd give it 4. 4 stars, solid. Great match.
Yeah, I want to go that high. I'd give it a solid 3.
That's because you are Donald Trump with this conversation. You give everything low scores. You're fired.
Up next, we had Riho and I can't pronounce this chick's name. Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida, yeah.
Versus Riho. The winner of that match would go on to face Nyla Rose for the women's title at the first live taping.
I was unfamiliar with both except for from Double or Nothing, but I was pulling for Hikaru Shida. Now,
Same. She's hot, bro.
They're both hot. But this match, Riho pulls out the victory. A crazy upset. Nobody's seen it coming.
She won with the roll-up, bro.
Yeah. So this is why I think that Riho is going to be the first AEW Women's Champion. And it's because they're wanting to pull her off as this David and Goliath type character. I really want Nyla Rose to win. I'm going to be pulling for her hard during, the October 2nd show. But they're going to pull. I think they're going to pull like a David and Goliath type story, and Nyla's like 3 feet taller than her. And, Rio's a small, dainty, looking doll. So, I think that's the story they're going to end up going with, and I do see Riho picking up the AEW World Heavyweight or the AEW Women's Championship.
I'd be okay with that. I'll be pulling for.
But Riho picks up the victory with a roll-up after a couple of good minutes of match. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. I'd say if I had to pick a slowest match on the card, it would be this match.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, nothing against the talent, but a lot of the fans just weren't in it. They didn't have any vested stake in it until towards the end. So, I give it like a solid 1.5, 2, and it's really the fans that bring it down because the match was without the energy there, it sucks the life right out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Every match was pretty much like popping. You had a holy shit chance. This is awesome. AEW chance. And this match was just kind of.
So, yeah, what do you think? A 1.5?
I'd give it a 2. A 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Just because I didn't like the shitty roll-up ending. Like, a match is supposed to be ended with a finisher, not a damn roll-up. Up next, we had probably one of my favorite matches on the card. Joey Janela, Jimmy fucking Havoc, and Darby Allin in
Cracker
a
Barrel Splash.
Yes, this match was freaking insane, bro. I seen him pull out some shit in this match I'd never seen in any match I've ever watched.
I mean, I've never seen somebody do the barrel spot off the top rope. I've never seen somebody put thumbtacks in their mouth and then
get their mouth duct taped.
Yeah, it was.
So, like, that was towards the beginning of the match. They duct taped Jimmy Havoc into a chair. Freaking grab some thumbtacks, shove it in his mouth, and then duct tape his mouth. And then a few minutes later in the match, Havoc's still sitting there in the chair. Here comes Darby Allin off the top of the turnbuckle and freaking drop kicks his ass outside the ring. Like, there's just so many, and like Nick mentioned a minute ago, the barrel spot.
Oh, that was great. That was a great spot. That killed Darby Allin. He's still laying there.
Probably, bro. He's still picking out freaking barrel shards out of his back. So who did he? He had Joey Janela on the stairs, right?
No, he had Jimmy Havoc.
Did he?
Yeah.
So they pull the steps out and freaking he has Jimmy Havoc laying on the steps, grabs the big ass Cracker Barrel, climbs up to the top rope, puts it on his back, and just jumps backwards with this barrel. Freaking Havoc rolls out of the way. Darby Allin freaking smashes the stairs and himself through the freaking Cracker Barrel. And like my exact reaction when I saw it, holy shit.
Yeah.
Then freaking, of course, here comes the holy shit. I was like, oh my god, I never. And freaking Jimmy Havoc stapling himself.
I was like, oh my god, this man is insane.
That was a hardcore match, man. Like, just brilliant from start to finish. And your pick to win it won it.
Yeah.
I was pulling really hard for Darby just because since he's joined AEW, he's yet to get a win, and he's had some amazing matches the last couple AEW events, and I thought maybe it was going to be his time, but taking that away from Jimmy Havoc, he deserved to pick up that win.
Well, that's because he's, superior to Darby Allin.
Dude, Darby Allin's a beast, man.
He's just no Jimmy Havoc.
Obviously.
Yeah. Jimmy Havoc
Obviously.
is Jimmy Havoc. All right, the guy is
Jimmy fucking Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc. He is great. I gave the match a solid 4.5 out of 5.
Easy.
Yeah, it was just a great match. I mean, I think at one point the crowd was chanting "Fight Forever." I think. No, that was for later on. Never mind. But still, I would have chanted that.
Yeah, the match was phenomenal. Then we had the Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta going against the Dark Order.
Yes. The Evil Uno and the guy who looks like Ro.
That dude looks so much like Ro. It's crazy.
I can't
Every time I
remember
see him
his name,
coming out,
all I can see is Ro.
Yeah. Well, Ivar now.
Ivar is his name now?
Yeah. It's they changed their names. They're the Viking Raiders now instead of War Machine.
Well,
and then they were the War Raiders, but when they moved them up to Raw, they were the Viking Experience at first, and now they're the Viking Raiders. And it's Igor and Ivar.
That's stupid. Don't just call them Hanson and Rowe like they were.
Yeah, exactly. But yes,
this match,
the guy who looks like Rose.